For a year and a half, I lived in Southern California, in Irvine. And when I was coming home, I was very excited to return to Atlanta. And I had made arrangements with my family to pick me up at the Marta station. My brother, Saul, was very ill, and I didn't want them schlepping down to the airport late at night. So my plane was supposed to arrive at 10:30 at night. We ended up getting it at 10:15. And I think this is great, we made a few minutes. But Atlanta Airport, they should live me well, being what it is, they didn't have a gate for us. So we ended up sitting on the tarmac for a half hour. So instead of being early, we were late. So okay, so I go to the terminal, I go to the baggage claim, and they have the board that alphabetizes the city. Well, the board is dead. So now I don't know which carousel my bags are on. So I found a Delta Redcoat, and he helped me. I found my bags. I go to the train station, the elevator is not working, and the escalator is not working. So I had to schlep these huge valises up a dead escalator. I don't have to tell you how difficult that is. Well, by the time I got on this train, I was so pissed I could have killed somebody. Well, the train takes off, and I'm reading my book and I'm smoldering. And we get to one of the in-town stations, and the doors open, and I hear this really loud singing. And I look up, and there's about 2,000 overweight African-American women on the platform singing the most magnificent gospel music you ever heard. Well, it turns out there's a gospel music convention in town. And I'm talking with the clapping and the harmonies, and it was just amazing. And I thought to myself, no one is ever going to believe this. So I pull out my cell phone, and I'm going to need my hands for this. Jews talk with their hands. I pull out my cell phone, and I start calling my friends, and I'm holding up the phone so they can hear this. So this lady says, "Are you talking to the Lord?" I said, "I actually had it on the phone with those idiots at AT&T dropped the call." So anyway, the train takes off, and I am now the only white person on a train with about 250 mostly overweight African-American women. It was surrealistic, and the singing was just phenomenal. Anyway, the singing died down, and people started testifying, and it turned into a revival meeting. Now, if you've ever seen one of these, there's a lot of audience participation. So now I'm going to need my hands. So this lady says, "Now, I smoked for 35 years." And they all said, "Yes!" She says, "And every day on my way to work, I pass by the Philip Morris plant and just smell them tobacco fumes." And they said, "We knows it, sister, we knows." She says that I was trying to quit smoking for the last 10 years. She says I was chewing 6 packs of Nicorette gum a day, and I was still smoking. And they said, "We knows it's hard, sister, we knows." She says, and finally I made a pact with the Lord, and I said, "God, if you'll help me quit smoking, I'll start a Bible study group at my house." And she says, "You know what? That's the last cigarette I ever smoked." And they all said, "Hallelujah!" And they all started singing again. Well, of course, not wanting to be left out of any conversation. I turned to the ladies in my immediate vicinity, and very innocuously, I said, "You know what, ladies? Everything that happens in life happens for a reason." And they said, "Amen, brother!" I said, "Tonight, everything was going wrong for me. My plane was late, I couldn't find my luggage, I couldn't get to the train." I said, everything that could have gone wrong, went wrong for me. And I said, I was so angry by the time I got on this train, I could have killed somebody. I said, but suddenly the doors opened at the Midtown station, and you ladies got on. And I said, with your music and your spirit, I'm in the best mood I've been in a week. They said, "Hallelujah, brother!" Well, now we're all best friends, hugging and kissing. So it turns out they're getting off at my station in Dublin. We're marching on the platform, arm in arm. You would think we're marching to Selma. So we come out to the parking lot, and I see my mother and my brother Saul, and they see me. And they're thinking, he became Gansomishuk in California. So I start walking towards the car, and this lady runs ahead of me, and she sticks her head in my mother's Lincoln, and my mother calls her and she says, "Is this your boy?" And my mom says, "Vi, what did he do now?" And she says, "He's so nice."